What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dad's Expensive Hobby.
What's up?
Today we are taking a look at the JADA Ultra Street Fighter 2, the final challengers, Blanka. He's finally here. It took him a few days after Sagat to get here, but he's finally here and he looks really awesome. He is ginormous, just like Sagat. Don't believe me? Here their boxes are side by side, equally impressive. But this one is a little bit different, and I'm excited to say I think he might end up being better. But let's look at his box. Giant window on the front, and an awesome product image on the back with the other player characters down at the bottom. That's enough about this box. Let's get him out of the box and take a closer look at him. All right. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This thing is incredible. But let's not get carried away. Let's see how tall he is first and foremost. Up to the top of his hair, he is about not quite 7 1/4 inches, and down where his hairline is just north of 6 1/2 inches, which would make the entire figure 18 to 18.5 centimeters, somewhere in there, and I think that's just about right. Let's look at his aesthetic because it is grand. Look at this. Look at this face, first and foremost. That is a very good Blanka face. A little stylized, not quite what this is here on the package. Not exactly. It looks good enough for me. It's not exactly, but it looks good enough for me, and I'm cool with it. Hair looks really good. It's a nice soft plastic, very pliable and bendable, and it's kind of in two parts. They're not like articulated, but it's in two parts, if you can see up there. Face paint obviously looks really good. His silhouette, look at that, nice and beefy and muscular. Thick where he should be, kind of thin where he should be. Looks really nice. Skin tone, I like this color green. It's a little different than the Storm collectibles, but we'll kind of stand them side by side here in a little bit. Not to compare them, but just to have them standing side by side, because they are apples and oranges. They're not the same thing. Shading looks really good. I like it. It's very purposeful and it's exactly where it needs to be on this figure. The paint, I do wish there was maybe some dry brush or something right here on the chest hair, but I'm not going to freak out because I still think it looks pretty good. And like on the arm hair and on the shin hair down here, I do wish there was some dry brush or a wash or something, but it still looks pretty good. Let's look at the shorts really quick. I think they look really good. Nice matte finish all over the figure. I forgot to mention that. The shorts look good. I like the color of brown that they used, and there is a little bit of shading in the creases of the shorts. They've got, the zipper area right there. No side pockets, but that's okay, and no rear pockets, but that's okay too, because there is nice shading and it's sculpted really well. The painting, like the torn parts, could be a little cleaner down through here. It's a little muddled on mine.
Oh my God.
And like through there, it's a little muddled, if you can see that. Up and through there, there's a few spots it went a little wonky, but it still looks really good. I like the way they've done the ankle shackles. I think those look pretty darn good as well. Toenails are painted, not quite as well as the Storm collectibles, but this is like 1/3 to 1/4 of the price, so bear that in mind. He does have thumbnails on this hand. We'll look more at his accessories here in just a second, but overall his aesthetic is really nice. Look at this back right here. Look at all that back muscle and all that shading. That looks super good. This is a $30 figure. Keep that in mind. But let's look at his accessories to see if $30 is warranted. Comes with 2 head sculpts. Comes with this teeth gritting mean face on him in the package, and I think it looks really good. He also comes with this open mouth yelling face showing off his fangs, and look at the shading and the paintwork on that face and the mouth and teeth and tongue. That looks super awesome. Comes with 4 hands. Got these fist hands on him in the package, and they look really good. They've got nice detail and shading. They look great. And he's got like these kind of grabby hands, I guess you'd say, and these look really nice too. Nice details, knuckles, and then the metacarpals of the hand and the shading, and then the fingernails are painted pretty darn well, and the palm has some nice detail. But the star of the accessories show are these two, they're like soft bendable plastic, very similar to the Storm collectibles electric effect. These look really good. Yellow that kind of fades up into that clear frosted kind of plastic. They're bendable and look really good. And I really like this. Comes in 2 parts like this, and you can just put him in the middle. I'm not going to crouch him down right here on camera, but this will kind of give you an idea if you wanted to just put them both like that in front, or you could put them both sides, just whatever you wanted to do. I think they look really, really good. Do they justify a $5 increase in price for this figure? Absolutely. Just the size of the figure and then that nice big effect right there, definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Let's compare him to some other JADA figures really quick and see how that looks. Got him next to Guile right here, and he is much larger than Guile, and that makes sense because I've got him standing straight up. I don't have him crouched down like he normally would be, but I think that looks pretty darn good. Here he is next to Fei Long, and I love this figure for some reason. I just like to handle it. It's really nice, and he looks good next to Fei Long. And here he is next to the figure everybody wants to see him beside, Sagat. And Sagat is still towering over him, and that makes sense to me since Sagat is like, what, 7'5" or whatever. But so far, this figure might have Sagat as far as the best JADA Street Fighter release, but they are both really, really awesome figures, and I recommend both of them. And just because he's another green character, I wanted to stand him next to the SH Figuarts superhero Piccolo, just to have 2 green guys, and he towers over Piccolo. And that might be the case in real life. I'm not really sure, but they aren't really necessarily meant to scale together, but I still think they look pretty good. And just because I love this figure and they both look really awesome, here he is next to the Storm Collectibles Street Fighter 2 Blanka, and man oh man, they look really nice next to each other. This one, they are not the same scale, they are not the same price range, anything like that, so this isn't to compare them, it's just to stand them side by side and let everybody look at them next to each other, and man do they look good. Keep in mind, this one is north of $100 retail, this is $30 retail, so that, keep that in mind. This one is still holding its own at a third to a quarter of the price after taxes. They both look super duper good. Let's look at his articulation really quick, because he moves maybe the best of all the JADAs, even better than like Fei Long or Chung Li. And Sagat moved really well too. He kind of falls into that as well. But let's start at his head. First and foremost, he can put his chin on his chest, and that's because his neck, actually, what would be the best way? I'm going to pull his head off really quick to show you. His neck has like a hinge down in there. It's like a disc hinge, kind of like a Marvel Legends, like that old head joint that they used to use, that ball peg with a hinge on it. But that's down in the neck, so you can move it way forward, way back, and you can move his head all around. And I'll pop his head off again to show you, because his head is on a double ball peg.
Oh, hallelujah.
We all know I love those, and that is definitely a nice combination. That hinge in the neck with that double ball peg, you can do anything you want with this. Shoulders will go out to 90. He's got big old boulder shoulders, but they'll go out to 90, so I don't have a problem with that. He's got a butterfly, and it works pretty good. It's more for taking his arms back, kind of giving him that animal kind of look with his arms reared back, but it still works really good, and it's shaded and sculpted in there, and it looks pretty nice. Got a bicep swivel, pinless double jointed elbow that don't look too horrific, and plenty of range, and his wrists are on a ball hinge like normal. Not a ball hinge, but just a hinge like normal. Now his abdomen, he's got a diaphragm break up in here. I'm not sure if that's a double ball peg or not, or if that's a hinge, but it will crunch forward pretty darn good, and it will go back a little bit, and I am impressed because that sculpt of the tuft of hair remains, so it looks really nice there. You can lean it side to side, get some twist out of it. It's also on a ball peg down here in the waist, so you can, when you combine the two, you can almost fold him in half. No shading or real shelving back here in the back, so I like that really well. You get plenty of twist and stuff. He can do any kind of crunch movement that you want out of him. I think that looks really, really good. Hips, full on split with zero problem. And again, just like Sagat, it's just that little ball peg up in there, that little ball peg system up in there. It works if you do it right. Can front kick super good. He's got Blanka booty, but this plastic right here is soft, so he can kick back pretty well. That doesn't look super duper sexy, but whatever, he can still do it. The thigh swivel is hidden by the pants leg, just like Sagat, so you can swivel that all around all you want. Pinless double jointed knee that works excellently, and proportions are really good. Now, that doesn't look fantastic. I'm not gonna lie, that don't look great.
What is that?
But it still works really good, and when it's just like slightly bent like this, it's not gonna bother you that bad. His shin swivel is hidden by the tuft of his shin hair right there, and by the ankle shackle, so you won't see it, but it works just fine. Hinge ankle goes all the way down and pretty much all the way up, and it has a nice ankle rocker on it. Both feet have peg holes in the bottom, and no toe hinge. That doesn't bother me, but where he has super big feet, if he had it, that would be cool if they did something similar to the way they did Sagat's, but they didn't, and I am okay with it. His articulation is really good, really good. His butterfly going forward could probably function a little bit better, but I don't really think that they designed it to do that, so I'm not going to hold that against them. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I've heard people say that the kneecaps and the elbows are a different color green. I'm not seeing it. It could be my lights, so I'm not going to say they're not, but if they are, it is very not noticeable in person. But that's just me. Yours you might have lighting that you see it and you're like, oh my god, that's super glaring. I don't think you're going to, but it could be. Let's move into the final thoughts, because this figure is really nice. The final verdict for Blanka here. He is fan-frickin-tastic. Absolutely an A+ on the same level as Sagat for them. 100% buy him. I know he is hard to find at Target. He is still up for pre-order. Him and Sagat both are up for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store, and there's probably other places that you could buy him. If you don't mind paying a little extra, you can get both of them on Amazon right now, but I think they're like 45 or 46. But to be quite honest with you, they're worth it.
I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
If their retail price was $46, I'd still say it's worth it. Excellent figures, A+ for sure. But that's all I've got for Blanka. If you haven't subscribed, pause the video, scroll down, give us a subscribe, give us a like, give us a comment, share, all that good stuff. And with all that said, this has been Dad with Dad's Expensive Hobby, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.